As you can see, I am clearly back home, in my own, room. Like I'm back home from Turkey. Well, somewhere in Turkey, which is known as Antalya, which I don't really like, to be honest. I don't really like the holiday in general. Because the flight there, I was basically ill with a leaky nose. And the flight back, well, I clearly had something wrong with me a couple days ago, which was on I think it was the 31st, I think the 31st I got ill, which I had cramps. So apparently I had cramps on that day, mainly, and then next day I had diarrhea, and then some point late at night, I think, which was, like on the first mainly still. So basically, somewhere late at night or something, during that time, I actually threw up because, all this was because of the chicken nuggets that I ate in Natalia that made me ill, mainly, which was classed as food poisoning. So one thing is to know, just don't eat any chicken over there, because it could upset your stomach. So the other things that went on was, well, the next day I throw up a lot, mainly. I actually did throw up on the 2nd, which is the day I was going home. I did throw up a lot during that day. I was not feeling very well. I got the sick bug, even though I didn't really have the diarrhea, which claimed that, it definitely looked like I was having the sick bug. So I definitely did not feel very well. I also still had the cramps. So I had to take pills. So then, once I got to the airport, I still acted a bit funny. When you get those coughs with being sick? Well, I kept getting it. Even though I never threw up in the airport, I did in fact throw up on the plane, as it was going up. I did actually throw up. I wasn't feeling very well during that point as it was going up the plane. So my bowels just lost it entirely. I just totally lost it. Now, I felt embarrassed of what I puked on. For one thing, I puked on my seatbelt. I also puked on my jacket, which is disgusting, by the way. I did puke a bit on my shorts. Like one of those traveling type of shorts. I did throw up on them. So my nana calls over the assistant, saying I threw up and whatever, and he actually said it and whatever, and he said I need to use the toilet and such. He did actually get me a drink of water, which I did drink, to make me feel better, but I definitely had to go to the toilet anyway, because I had, sick, coming from my nose. So apparently what I had to sick in was a bag. It didn't really hold up well because it was making a mess everywhere. It was dripping on the floor. Ugh. Yeah, so that's the reason I had to go to the toilet. I mean, the lass did get rid of it. She did clean the you know, like, mainly at the bar part, that needed cleaning, which you put your arm on, mainly to rest and whatever. That was cleaned, but the seatbelt wasn't. Yeah, so I apparently did go to the toilet, I did clean my face, I did also get all this, the sick out my nose, because that was disgusting, because I still wasn't feeling very well. Another thing was my grandma wasn't also feeling very well. He had to have the oxygen mask twice during the flight. I felt really bad for him, even though I also felt ill too, so I wasn't feeling very well, so it's a good thing I sat on the end seat, just in case I needed to go back to the toilet. I could not sleep whatsoever. I did have something to eat, because I was struggling with having something to eat mainly. I just couldn't figure what to eat at all. I did have cornflakes earlier on in the apartment, but in the airport, all I had to eat was, actually no, all I had to drink was banana milkshake. I couldn't really have anything in the airport, because I was looking for something to help with my stomach, which they had nothing to do with that. I was looking for a low-fat yogurt. They didn't have that. Looking for a certain sandwich. They didn't have that, and whatever. So when it came to the plane, I had to go with a bacon roll instead, because I was so hungry. So that kind of did the trick. And since I had that, I didn't need to throw up after that. I kind of felt like it kind of did me some good, I guess. So it definitely helped, the bacon, apparently, in the sandwich. It did actually help with the sickness and whatever. So it helped ease me a bit more, even though I still had the cramps. So apparently, as it came to landing, and the plane did actually land, and we had to wait for everyone to go past to check in on my granddad. Now, I was told he wouldn't be able to move, he couldn't even get up, himself, you know what I mean, he was struggling, so very much, the rest got off the plane, mainly, he went through a different route, mainly, he went with, Jason, so pretty much, we took a different path and whatever, wait for our cases and all that, such yada yada, went to the exit and whatever, and then also waited for, granddad and whatever, even was worried about him, thinking, he wouldn't be able to go up steps or anything, and such, and we even considered a hospital, which will come into terms later. So we did actually, Jason did struggle to get him up the steps. I mean, basically he did struggle, apparently granddad, he did struggle to get up on the, the little minibus thing. He did struggle a bit, because of how weak he felt. So once we got home, he did get sent to hospital, and such, so he's actually in hospital right now, recovering, so the doctors can look after him and try to give him the things he needs and such, hoping he feels better and such. So apparently, that was mostly around midnight. That was after midnight, mainly, when that happened, when he got sent to hospital. So I am going to keep in contact with him. My sister and my mom is supposed to, see him tomorrow, but I guess we'll see where it goes from there. I also want to see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Also, you know, like, I think it was my nana or my mom, I can't remember who said it, but one of them said it was safer not to go, you know, in case I infected anyone. So I'm probably gonna see how I am tomorrow. If I'm better, like way better tomorrow, and I don't have any way of throwing up and whatever. I mean, I had a pizza earlier, so I didn't throw up, so I felt fine, I guess. Which was a good thing. But yeah, if things turn out, you know, better or something like that, I don't know, I might be on the PS4 tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'd have to wait and see, I guess. And such, so yeah. I also did give, the gift to my mom, which was really nice for it to get her. She really liked it, but I couldn't really give her it, very early in the morning because she didn't, well, let's just say she was just too tired, mainly, so I had to wait until I woke up hours later, to give her it and whatever, and she did like the bracelet, apparently, especially with the Turkish eye on it and such. She did like that, since she likes Turkish stuff. So, apparently, I do have another gift that I'm giving, but it's just Sherlock mainly, so it's apparently in my bag. So that'll be good, I guess. Yeah, so pretty much at the moment, everybody's back to the usual climate, and it feels a bit better. You know what I mean? It's not as bad now, because we're back to a normal climate. We'd probably have to adjust better and whatever, you know, so our guts and stuff feel on point with our normal foods and whatever, since it'll be going back to our normal foods and such. So yeah, probably that's all pretty much I have to say, at this point. If anything comes up, like, you know, anything important, like if I'm feeling better or something like that, then I'll post it in a, you know, a commentary thing, post on YouTube to say, hey, I'm feeling better and such. I'll actually put that on there, when I'm feeling better, like fully. You know, if I'm really up to it on playing on the PS4, which hopefully I might, if I am feeling alright. I mean, as of right now, I've been playing a bit of Red Dead, I guess, just hoping I didn't have any issues all day long, just to test how I am, mainly, and such. So I'm also going to test it for tomorrow, and make sure I'm okay tomorrow, as well. But tomorrow might most likely be fine, I think. So since I'd probably be fine tomorrow, I think I might be in party chat. I probably would have to also update my PS4, I think. Like, update games, probably the system software and such, since I haven't been on it for around, 2 weeks, and such. So yeah, So pretty much that's all I gotta say, so yeah.